And one thing has always disappointed me, black people treat gay people, we are the worst when it comes to treating gay people. And that's one thing growing up, it really always bothers me. And I want to reach out to you and all my gay friends, all my transgender friends, and tell you, man, I got nothing but love and respect for you. I want you to be you. And I wanted you to know that day, because I understand being black, what it's like being gay, because you get mistreated, and it's really unfortunate and sad and stupid, to be honest with you.
Shout out to this terrible unicorn, Charles Barkley. Can't believe I got to talk about him again. Hey, y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Charles Barkley. Now, I done went off on you a couple weeks ago, you and Shaq, for what you said about Kyrie Irving. But I guess because Warner Brother Discovery now owns TNT and the NBA ratings are low, when their contract comes up in a year and a half, I guess you guys are going to be out of a job. Because I'm hearing internal rumblings that TNT is going to lose their NBA coverage. So I guess now you fancy yourself a social commentator. All right. Charles Barkley. You just said that the black community is the worst against gays. Charles, you know better than that, sir. We already know it's the white community that's really the worst against gays, the whites and Asians. We know this. But of course, you're going to play that game because you're on a white platform. But, sir, I'm going to show everyone the hypocrisy in what you just said. And how you take a subject matter like that, and when it comes to people of different races, you have a different response. But you know where we have to go, folks. We got to go to real time. So here we go. You know how we do this? We're in real time. And you see the headline from the Sun Sentinel. Charles Barkley on anti-Semitic slur from Heath's Myers Leonard. He said something that was really stupid. So since you want to run around and say black folks are the worst against it, let's see what you said in here. Now, this was back last year. 6 months after Myers Leonard appeared on TNT's Inside the NBA in an emotional September 11th appearance to reflect on his brother's military service, the Miami Heat center was chastised by the show's cast for the anti-Semitic slur he uttered this week while live streaming video gameplay. Quote, "I like Myers Leonard," Charles Barkley said during the conversation between himself, fellow former players Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith, and host Ernie Johnson. He said something that was really stupid. He made a huge mistake. Barkley then reflected on an essay posted on Instagram by the New England Patriots' Julian Edelman, who's white, that touched on the dangers of ignorant speech and the impact on Jewish people. As in Edelman's essay, Barkley spoke of forgiveness. Really? Let's see. Would you forgive black folks if they said something out of line about Jewish people? I wonder. I already know the answer to that. Jewish people and LGBT, you would be raking them over the coals, but let's continue. Quote, "We live in a society today," Barkley said. "They call it the cancel culture, where everyone says something stupid or dumb. We want to end their life." Sorry, when? I'm not a big believer in that. Oh, you're not a big believer in cancel culture, yet you and Shaq 2 weeks ago wanted Kyrie Irving suspended. That's cancel culture, sir. Because that suspension was on the way to this man losing everything he worked hard for. But you seem to have forgotten that. But okay, I get it. Once you get a year older, you forget things. I get it. Leonard has been fined $50,000 by the NBA in order to remain away from the Heat with pay for a week. He is sidelined by season-ending shoulder surgery. So, why did I say soldier? Shoulder surgery. Okay. Now let's move down a little bit because they had some Shaq in. I don't care about Shaq right now. So it said Barkley then attempted to address the Times. Quote, "Stuff that we and I have said in the locker room when I played, we can't say that stuff anymore," he said. Really? Charles, what did you say back in your NBA days? What did you say, sir? I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in those locker rooms, especially when you played the Knicks, because you hate the Knicks. I wonder what you call Patrick Ewing and Charles Smith and Greg Anthony and who else was on that team then? Doc Rivers, Travis Knight, Chris Dudley. I wonder what you said. But it's just funny that Charles Barkley is now the arbiter on how the temperature of the LGBT is to black people. But we're going to get out of real time because I have to show this idiot, wink, wink, how we treat the LGBT in this black community. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so let's discuss this. Charles Barkley, you said that we are the worst to gay people. I get it. You look at them Christians over there, and them Christians, you know, they got their slave manual talking about that, you know, gays should go away, gays should die, things like that. We have the Jamaicans with their songs saying that, you know, Chichiman Fided and all that. I get it, sir. I get it. But I'm going to show you an up and coming, prominent in the black community, LGBT person that we actually respect. A lot of us in new black media have actually talked to, and we don't have a problem with him because he came correct. I'm going to give you an example, sir. Here you go.
And black people who are in the rural towns that a lot of us, that's our origins. 90% of black Americans came from rural America, the rural South, the deep South. And a lot of us are still here. And sometimes I feel like there's a sense of elitism, not among the people on coal necessarily, but among certain segments of black America. We know the bully, definitely, but you know, they're off coal and who cares about them? But I'm glad to see that the people, when you are on coal means for all your people, whether they're in rural, whether they're in suburbia, whether they're in the urban environment. So I can talk about that all day, so I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, brother. Listen, we need this kind of talk because a lot of our...
I want to do policy. I had someone tell me I was being paternalizing by saying that land has to be a part of a reparations bill. And they said that I only feel that way because I'm Gullah Geechee. One, I want to say that really shows...
3, your favorite TV show of all time.
I liked a TV show called Star. I didn't expect to like it. It was about a guy who's kind of problematic sometimes with his comments, like Daniel Lee, is that Lee Daniels? But in the first 3 episodes were like awful to me. But boy, that 4th one, it was Queen Latifah on there. That show touched on some real top issues. So I really like that show.
Okay.
Like I stopped watching television shows because of it. After they canceled it, even though it was doing good, they canceled it because of that Jussie Smollett situation.
Right.
They canceled Empire too. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go, sir. By the way, Marcel Dixon, 2024, 6th District of Southern State, South Carolina. Clyburn, you got to go. But there you go, Charles Barkley. He's LGBT, but doesn't lead with it. And he's for his people. Won't throw his people under the bus. So there you go. So next time you want to come outside and say that we are the ultimate homophobic race, maybe you should go do some research, sir. Maybe you should go do that. You got Marcel, James Baldwin. Hell, you can go look up a litany of people that are black, that are LGBT, that we actually respect. But again, you know, I guess it pays to be a shill for white media. But y'all know what to do. If y'all don't want to hear about the white media no more, you don't want their shills all up in the video, you know, come over to New Black Media. We're going to get you right. But anyway, let me get up out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.